Oh, hello there and good morning. So, I figured that I would just do a bit of I would jump on here every morning and share some inspirations, some just like some of my it's like a life in the day, no, a day in the life with charity. So these are just all the healthy habits, all of the things that I do on a daily basis that really set my day off on the right foot. I don't know about you guys, but this whole imposter syndrome, this whole talk about um, just like being inferior and feeling inferior and not enough, the voices inside of your head. Like, I'll never forget, I was listening to a podcast and it was like some guru, and they were asked a question. The question was, what is the biggest thing, the biggest obstacle, the biggest challenge that you face on a daily basis or on a regular basis? And their answer was that they just felt like they didn't belong, that they were an imposter, that they were like somehow faking who they were, which was so crazy to me because you look at this person, it was like, it wasn't Oprah, but it was like some high caliber that you would never expect to say something like that. And yet they still struggled with it. And so I know for myself and the way that my brain works with ADHD and just with like where I've come from and my own life story and my path, one of the things that I struggle with is these thoughts that I am not enough, that I am not doing enough, that I'll never be able to be all that I want to be or that I was created to be. And I heard Craig Goschel or however you say his name. I heard him say, um, it was so clever. Questioning yourself, is it truth or is it trash? And so I have adopted that, and I will question these thoughts that come into my head. Is it truth or is it trash? And you know, there's a lot of stuff that is just trash. So one of the really great habits that I have incorporated into my daily routine is I've moved all of my writing over because I am like, anybody knows me, I am an avid like paper and pen writer. And I've moved all of my writing over to my iPad, which helps so much with organization, and being able to retrieve and find stuff that I've written instead of spending hours trying to find it. But the only paper journal that I have is the one that I keep beside my bed. And before I go to bed at night, it's not a gratitude journal. It is actually a celebrations journal. And the difference between the two is, and test this out, you ask somebody what they're grateful for, guaranteed 9 times out of 10, if not 10, they will never say something about themselves. They will always look outside of themselves and find things outside of themselves that they are grateful for. And I think that this is a major problem because we have to be grateful for who we are and how we show up. And sometimes I go to bed and my brain just wants to race and think about all of the things that I didn't do today. All of the things, all of the ways I didn't measure up, all the ways that I messed up. And by doing this, I grab my celebrations journal and sometimes I struggle to think about something. And then I'm like, no, you know what? Today, I'm actually proud of myself for showing up for myself, and I did my workout. And I'll write that down. Before I know it, I have 2 pages of things that I'm celebrating about myself, and I feel so good about myself. And guess what? That is such a gift to my brain because I go to bed, my brain is releasing chemicals, hormones that are actually good and healthy for me. So I go to bed feeling good about myself instead of bogged down by how I didn't measure up. And guess what happens? I wake up feeling that much better about myself in the morning. And so this is one just simple habit, little shift. It's the 1 degree a day that I talk about. It's a simple little shift to help set your brain, help to rewire those neural pathways into creating better, healthier chemical release. It is literally the process of how to change your mindset without having to manage your mind and all those little thoughts where we get into micromanaging of our thinking. Anybody out there that's done this? I did it for many years. It was the one thing, like life coaching really got me into a bind in trying to micromanage my thoughts. And I didn't understand the power and of knowing and understanding how our brains actually work. So this is like a little bit of a brain hack. So I encourage you to do that. Now, starting my day off right, I just figured I would show you because I am just sitting down to have my breakfast. As you can see, I cooked up 2 eggs. Eggs are great. Protein. Protein wakes your brain up, and it is a vital building block to get your day going. Now, one of the things I do, like it's like 11 o'clock here, almost 11. I do encourage you to pay attention to if your body is hungry and eat when your body is hungry, not just when society says you should eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack every hour and whatever. Our bodies are shut off. We are disconnected from our body cues. So we need to get back to paying attention to that grumbling in our stomach, the emptiness, not the headaches, not the dizziness, not the nauseousness. All of that is actually a sign of other things going on, like sugar withdrawal often. And so really pay attention to the state of your stomach. Is your stomach growling? Does it feel empty? And like I was saying, it's 11 o'clock. So I am a firm believer in fasting, in the power of fasting and what it does for our bodies. So I will do intermittent fasting usually every day, which is like I ate dinner, I think it was last night, probably 6:30. And then I didn't eat after that. And the only thing I've had this morning, besides my water, is my Starbucks coffee. I was lucky enough because I headed to the lake. I did my cold plunge. And it was cold this morning. My legs actually felt like they were like I couldn't walk. They were so cold when I was coming out. And I brought my little dog Vinny with me, and he was so excited to be there. Anyways, so intermittent fasting allows your body to actually go into those storage spaces in your body and burn out stuff that has been stored there for a long time, eating up the energy, eating up the food, the excess. So fasting is just so important, so good for your gut health. That's really what it's all about. So I highly, highly encourage intermittent fasting. So here I have my eggs. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but yes, I have ketchup on my eggs. I really enjoy a little bit of ketchup. Ketchup is usually filled with a lot of really bad ingredients. So I always go for this one and you can get organic ones as well, which I would like. I wish this one was organic, but this one only has tomato paste, fresh from ripe tomatoes, white vinegar, water, salt, and stevia extract, which is good. The amount of sugar per serving is 1 gram. The serving is 1 tablespoon. I probably have a half a tablespoon on here. So that's good. The most amount of sugar that you want in a serving, 5 grams or less, people. 5 grams or less. So I also have yogurt here. This is just a plain Greek yogurt. Blueberries are really good to be in here, but yogurt contains usually a large, like, people think they're eating healthy, but the sugar content is like 11, 12, 15, sometimes 18 grams of sugar per little serving. So bad. So yogurt's going to be obviously amazing for your gut. Gut health is directly linked to brain health. And yogurt, usually I'll throw like some nuts in here or blueberries. Any dark skinned foods are amazing for your brain. Blueberries, eggplant, grapes. You just don't want to overdo it because grapes are high sugar, but 5, 6, 7 grapes. Perfect. So my blueberries are in the freezer downstairs. So I decided to have an apple. Apple is great. Vitamins, minerals, fiber. You want about 30 grams of fiber a day. I just love apple. And you know what? I put a little bit of salt on my apple. I know, seems weird, but I do. So you want to be thinking about the building blocks like healthy fats, protein, fiber, your vitamins and minerals, and I'm missing one thing here. Healthy fats, protein. It'll come to me. And then I have here just a little petri dish of walnuts. And I love this because, like, this is some crazy ass science, yo. Look at this. Walnuts are so good for your brain. And the crazy part is they look like a little brain. It's so amazing. So walnuts and cashews, love. I keep mine in the freezer. It keeps them nice and fresh. They won't go rancid on you. I buy those big bags from Costco, put them in the freezer, grab a handful, eat them. You don't want roasted nuts because almost guaranteed, I won't say 100% of the time because I don't know 100%, but almost guaranteed 100% of the time, they're going to be roasted in oils that are not good for you. You want to stay away from vegetable oils, seed oils. And most of the time they are roasted in that. So a lot of granola bars, so bad. Might as well just do this or make your own granola bars, which I just tried out a new recipe, which is so good. Maybe I'll share that one morning. I'll do a video of me actually making it because I do need to make it. If you'd like to see that, it's like an oat nut granola bar that is all healthy and so super delicious. If you like the oat bars from Starbucks, which I do, but they're not great for you. If you like those, then you will love these. They are dairy-free, they are gluten-free, they are amazingly delicious, fat-burning, brain-awaking. So tasty. And then I've got my vitamins. I've got the vitamins that I take. I got my vitamins that I take in the morning. And then I also have the ones that I take at noon. So here I just have a vitamin B, I have an omega-3, and I have my vitamin D. So vitamin D, I take 10,000 units a day, really high dose. And then I also have here, which I haven't mixed up yet because it turns into gel, but this is actually a fiber drink. And these 2 scoops is 15 grams of fiber, no sugar. Unbelievable. So, like I said, you want to have 30 grams of fiber a day. Most people do not get even close to that. And then obviously my water. And water is key, but you don't want to overdo it. So, everything that I am going to be sharing and teaching and everything that I do teach, it all comes from the Amen clinics, as I am a certified brain health coach through the Amen clinics. And so it's all of the latest science on brain health, body health, mental health, physical health. Everything I'm teaching, it comes from their clinics, comes from their group of doctors. And they recommend that the ideal water intake is half your weight. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you want to drink half your weight in ounces. So you weigh 100 pounds, you drink 50 ounces. And if you overdo it, if you go too much over that, it actually affects your electrolytes. So you don't want to overdo. You don't want to overdo it. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to share today. And I will be on here regularly doing these videos and just sharing my healthy tips, healthy habits, and healthy mindset, about who you are and who you're meant to be and who you're created to be, and helping you, enabling you to step into that. Because now more than ever, we need people to really begin to know who they are and believe who they are and see the beautiful gifts and abilities that are purposely put into you and you alone, that only you are able to give. Nobody else is able to give what you are created to give to this world. So it's time to step up and step out and be bold and really start to decipher between the truth and the trash of what our brains offer us. So I hope that this video has been helpful for you today, and I hope to see you back. Remember, subscribe, like, and post in the comments anything that you want to hear more about, and I will let you know whether I can touch on that or not. So, sending you love and light, and I hope your day is filled with beauty. Make sure you are fueling your body and your brain with fuel that's going to get you to where you want to go. Over and out.